Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Double honor to the other great millstone. Salutation to all you all on the highways and byways, bidding to the marriage. This title is going to be called the real Jews are in America, which are the Negroes, Native Americans, and Hispanics, so-called. And the white man is not the real Jew. So I'm going to start off with Revelations chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but the synagogue of Satan. So this is talking about, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty. So the Lord is talking about what we'll be going through in the last days. Or, what we've been going on throughout history, And these Jews, these so-called, the Khazarians, over in Israel, the only thing they could bring up is the Holocaust, That's all they bring up is how Hitler killed millions of them, and that was it. They haven't went through anything after that or before that. That's about it, That's not it, but it says thou, we're gonna have poverty, and it says thou art rich, we're rich in faith in the Lord, keeping his, trying to keep his commandments in this wicked kingdom. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but the synagogue of Satan. So it tells you right there, what the people are the children of Satan, the white man, Esau. So it tells you right there, the Khazarians over in Israel are going to be Edomites. It told you right here that they're Edomites too, just by saying that. Synagogue of Satan. So now, I'm going to get with the evidence to show that they're not by trying to break down Deuteronomy 28 and 20. Tell us what we'll be going through when we get into slavery, 28. Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore thou shalt serve thy enemy, in which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and the want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, and until he have destroyed thee. Is that not what Esau done in the past, He put yokes of iron, he whipped us, he burned our people, And also it tells you right here that we're gonna be going to him to the one of all things. Like we're gonna always gotta go to the grocery stores if we need, let's say there's a criminal or something, police, you got the ambulance, you got the hospital, like everything he wants you, he's trying to make you depend on him, your enemy, on him, The Lord shall bring a nation, plus you don't see Moab having their own hospital, you got no mass general. You don't see Moab, Ishmael, and not Elam. That's all Esau, The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. So that tells you right there is going to be America, Like this is the only country that has the symbolism of the eagle. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. A nation of fierce continence, which shall not regard the person to the old, nor shew favor to the young. So that, there's some Jake in the streets, they're getting killed by Esau, throughout all ages, old or young. And some Israelites that be going to jail for 30, 70 years in their younger days, and they still be in prison up to like when they're 70, So that tells you, this is the only, I know, like there's a lot of other countries, but this is like specifically America that does this the most, I'm gonna get chapter 28, verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. So the Lord, you see Jake in the street bugging out, they're running in front of cars, screaming, crooked, walking down the street. Thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. Then it shows you to that day, It shows you to this very day that the same thing keep happening, you know. We get oppressed more and more. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. You know, that's what a lot of men do. You know, they sleep with other men, women, and also they promote this in the music, which you know puts spirits on people to commit these acts. Build, thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof. Thine ox shall be slain before thine eye. Thou shalt not eat. Yeah, I'm gonna go down to 36. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. Thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand. So this is telling you, given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with that longing. I was watching this movie, The 13 Years of Slavery. This child was taken from his mother, and you know, they were trying to reach out to each other, but you know, Esau was breaking them apart. You know, he sold the child off to another an Edomite family, you know, and the mother off to another one. You know. Oh, oh my. All right. Put this until thou perish because of wickedness of thy doing, whereby thou hast forsaken me. I'm gonna go down to 20. I'm gonna go to 20 now. The Lord shall send all upon thee cursing and vexation and rebuke and all that thou settest thine hand unto, for to do, till thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. You know, so you always have Jake saying, "Why do I go through this?" or something. You know, if you just read, you know, the Lord you would know why. The Lord is telling you, the Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, until he have consumed thee from off the land, whither thou goest to possess it. The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption, and with a fever, with an inflammation, with extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blasting. So yeah, pursue thee until thou perish. So ain't that what Esau doing? Day by day, he try to kill us through these through the poison in the food and the water, the air. He's cutting more trees down so you can get less oxygen. He makes these diseases, you know, pass these wicked laws, you know. He's just trying to destroy us, you know. And that's always his blessing, to live by the sword. And this is how the Jews aren't the Edomites, you know, because it doesn't they haven't went through any of this, you know. So I'm gonna get Matthews. Matthews 5 and 13. 5 and 13. This is 15. So here. 5 and 13. Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing. But yeah, ye are the salt of the earth. You know, people always look up to Israel, you know, or Jake, or like we, you know, we're good at dancing, you know, talent, sports. You know, Esau, you know, all he has is money. You know, that's why people always go to him. But you know, if you go into the music industry, most music now is all about rap, even though they can't rap for nothing. You know, just a bunch of autotune. But you know, that's still Jake, still doing his thing. You're the light of the world, a city that is set on a hill that cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. That tells you right there. He's a light on a hill. You know, we're like, you can't hide us. You know, we're always gonna be there. Even at our lowest, people always look to try to be like us. let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works. But also, it's the flip side, you gotta, read the scriptures, be on the highways and byways. Some Jake don't, most Jake don't do that, they just do whatever. Yeah, and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So, that's about it. So and that's how Esau is not Jake. He doesn't have it, Well, I want to get one more scripture, I think. Actually, Romans 10 and 2. Romans 10 and 2. For I bear them record that they may have the zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. For they being ignorant of Yahweh's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High. So it's telling you right here that, these churches, you have Jake screaming on top of his lungs, talking about, I don't know. You see these commercials, you see Jake just in the churches talking about you'll get a blessing if you give them money, if you donate money, and people actually believe that. Like, they start sweating, they start screaming, if you give me $100, if you pay the extra payments in the next month, you'll receive a blessing. And they really believe in their heart that they think they're doing the right thing. They're sweating, they have their they got like a towel around there, So in the churches, even where I loathe it, we still have the zeal. Even when we're singing, we're screaming on top of our lungs, even though it's not from the right hand side of the Most High, but still have the zeal, but not according to knowledge. Esau don't have no zeal. He sits there like a robot, and he just doesn't have it. You feel me? But yeah, that's about it. And that's how it shows you that Esau is not the children of Israel. So, Shalom, all praise to you.